Well, I know you've been patient. Welcome to the collectors community, and Dale and I are actually here.
We are indeed.
It's been a crazy day. You know, believe. Well, let's start this off right. I had my meeting last night. I'm going to be putting stuff out as soon as my phone allows me to. But I have got some cool stuff that I picked up yesterday. Cool stuff, like amazing stuff. How about the complete set of British half pennies from 1935 to 54?
Oh. So which year did this? 1954.
1935 to 54.
Right.
The complete run.
Right. Let me look from it.
Now I've got something cool.
Let me just search something for you, because 1954, did you say? So that's going to be Queen Elizabeth, and then you got George V.
Queen Elizabeth was from 53 and 54.
Yeah. 1957 has the rough sea. Smooth. Oh. Let's try calm.
Yeah, and we did our door prize, and I won a 67 Canadian silver dollar.
Oh, nice.
And because I volunteered at the coin shows, I wasn't expecting this. They gave me 2 Maple Leafs.
Fantastic.
I'm like, whoa. Of course, they get snazzy. See, they put down all the cool stuff on the back. See,
that's really cool. Actually, that's really kind of them.
Yeah, they even made it so that they get all the stuff on there. Like, holy crap! These guys don't kid around. So it was between Rand sending me all that stuff the other day for Israel, and then getting all this cool stuff from the meeting, and the meeting was one of the better ones. I can't wait to post it. It'll be in the Edmonton Numismaniac Society channel, not mine. But
right.
I sat through. They did a complete what's the right word? Presentation of Serbian coins from the Victorian era and on through to about 1917. And he did a really good job of it. So I got that recorded. So I'm going to get that up here soon too. Fantastic day. Fantastic day. Of course, it wore me out. So as you know, I'm a few minutes late. I was hunkered down, as they call it.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's all good.
So we have Omnivox. Nice to see you. EAC, Christopher, Jake, EAC, and the Bud Files. Did I say Christopher? I'm pretty sure I said Christopher.
Yeah.
It's nice to see everybody. Thank you for joining us. Absolutely wonderful. Always.
Oh, Christopher, I went to 3 banks yesterday, and none of them had the black toonies. Somewhere they released them. They weren't supposed to be released till the 21st. I am irked. I really want to get a hold of a bunch of those. And of course, oh, look at Drew's in the house. Hey, Drew. Hello, Drew. How do you do?
Oh, yeah, Living History's Mysteries. How are you doing, my friend?
Boy, you get a chance, guys. Check out Living History Mysteries channel. Drew, you better make sure you put your link in the chat.
Yeah, I was in a few of his live streams over the holidays. and I missed out on the British one because
Hey,
my friend came over. My friend came over, and I completely. We was just chatting because we had pretty much of a downer, and the day before we was opening that one, but it wasn't. It was one after, and oh man, I missed it. Mind you, actually, what I can do, I can always play it back, and I can play the what do you call it?
I don't know. What do you call it?
The rerun.
Oh,
And
the rerun.
I can play it against my friend on the trivia.
hey, what's up, Coin? How you doing today?
How you doing, Jake? Nice to see you.
Hey, by the way, it's called a VOD.
Sorry?
VODs, VOD, the video on demand. Oh.
What the live stream?
The videos that are live stream are called VODs. You
Sure.
guys
Throw another acronym on my plate. That's all I need.
No, I think I'm not going to remember that. I'm going to call it. I just watched the replay.
VOD, bod, cod, rod.
CWU.
Quack.
CoinWorld UK. CWU.
Okay. United Kingdom.
No, CWU. I didn't bring the UK in it.
Toyland, beautiful, beautiful Toyland.
Hey,
Toyland and other things is in the house.
Can you show those coins again?
Christopher Ty.
What, the half cents?
Yeah. Ooh, wow.
Doesn't do them justice. You can't really see them on here, but
I'm sorry. I'm getting like I'm a coin guy. I'm sorry. That's like coin. Jake, wrong channel. That's like
Babes in Toyland, I am not used to seeing anybody use my first name. The reason being, I stopped using that stupid name when I was 16 years old because I found out what it meant. It was my great aunt that named me that bloody name, a small, black, hairy Irish bull. I was so incensed, I stopped using it. So I switched to my middle name, which is John. Then I discovered there's one of those in every house.
My real name is John Ellis John Hudson.
So you got the John curse too. We both do.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I have there's a little history there. The reason why my name is Ellis John is because my dad's name was Ellis. My mom's dad was named John. So Ellis John.
That's typically how it goes, Jake. I mean, you get named after people. I like Patrick. And the reason I like Patrick, you put me in the back seat of the car, you got a pat in the back. And if I stick my foot in my mouth, which I often do, I turn into a vegetable.
No, I thought you like Patrick because of Patrick Star.
No. I like the fact that I turn into a vegetable. You know, Pat ate toe.
Potato.
That's
Patio. Patio.
Yeah. So he turned into some furniture.
There's another reason to not use John. You're right. You think of hookers. or well, never mind. There's so many things you can go with John.
Toilet.
Yeah, that's what I said. There's a John in every house. Unless, of course, you're in the UK and then you're looking for the water closet.
No, something else is called John. It's actually called John Thomas.
Oh, John Thomas.
Yeah.
By the way, you know the name Crapper came from the inventor of the toilet, right?
Yeah, it was actually his wife, in fact.
Why are we talking about toilets?
Well, you know why? Because I was looking into some history trivia for Christmas, and I never wanted to bring it up because Catalonia, they're sick.
Yeah.
They're sick. They make these little figurines that are squatting and taking a dump, and they and it's true, and they put them in their nativity scenes. Their excuse being that the little Catalonian is fertilizing the area around the nativity area, and they actually sell them at Christmas time.
You know, there was a guy by the name of John Kerry that ran for president.
Yeah, he married the Heinz ketchup heiress, and then they moved the Heinz ketchup plant from Leamington to the States.
Yeah.
And there's a piece of land in the United Kingdom that is actually privately owned by Heinz.
Don't you give me lip. Don't look at me with those brown eyes.
You talking the CoinWorld or
no? I'm talking to my dog who thinks he rules the house, which he does.
Yeah. By the way, I've been watching the new series Trollerman. I think they're hunting for the ground. That show's actually getting good. The newer one.
Okay, I didn't catch the name of that, Jake. What was it?
Trollerman.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
It's a UK show. It's UK.
Oh, no wonder it's a UK show. I mean, it's Canada. I won't get it for 2 years.
Oh, it's been on for years. You should get it by now.
It's the 2011 episodes, and they were talking about that thing that we can't talk about legally. They were talking about that thing that we can't talk about. That thing that was stirred up in 2020.
Oh, the China syndrome. Yeah, okay.
I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to get your channel demonetized.
Mine isn't monetized.
His is.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying the word, which is silly. It's absolutely silly. I don't know why they don't allow it. I mean, doesn't make sense.
He had some good guests on his show yesterday.
Are you
talking about me?
No. Hello, I was on it too.
Oh, you're talking about Darren showing off his black toonie?
Yeah. You could get one.
No, I went out and I could not get one.
Hey, you called your bank. Live on stream.
I was so sad.
Yeah. Hey, is that a YouTube play button behind you?
Who?
You.
Behind me? Heck no. Why would I have a YouTube play button when I haven't even made it monetization?
It looks like a play button.
What? What did?
By your left ear or by your right ear?
Oh, but are you talking about? Wait a minute, this right here?
Yeah.
That my friend is a memorial for my dear friend from childhood who died.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. He was an awesome guy. He's just looking down at me, aging, going, I stayed young. You dumbass. Anyway, so he was my best friend in childhood. So it's been 50. Oh my goodness, how long's it been now? He passed away in December of 76. So it's been a long, long time. It's coming up to 50 years now since he popped his clogs.
Yeah.
But I actually keep in touch with his daughter, who never ever knew him because she was a baby when he died. He's a police officer and a reservist who's in the Essex and Kent Scottish.
Essex in UK.
Sorry?
Can't say it right. Is that what he said? UK?
Essex and Kent Scottish. That's a Canadian infantry regiment.
Yeah, sorry. I'm asking the. Sorry if I can't talk. My throat is a little sore right now.
Oh no, it's some of the names are taken from British. What am I all caught up here? So when, like, obviously Skipper says all these British areas, they are actually a Canadian or American.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hey, you guys call in UK, you guys call cigarettes a term that is actually banned on YouTube.
Well, it shouldn't be.
Don't
say that word.
Huh?
I'll use that word.
You shouldn't use that word because it could be taken the wrong way. But
I didn't say it. I didn't say the word. I just
well, I don't smoke, but people cigarettes is cigarettes, but the American terminology is going to be something else, which is interpreted as something else. So it's like two meanings to that word. But
welcome to the modern times when so many things that we used to be able to say that was innocent have now become derogatory, and you're not allowed to say them. It drives me nuts.
Yeah,
being older, I hear so much stuff like, "Wait a minute." For example, gay was always meant you were happy.
Happy, yeah, I was about to say that,
Happy.
but now
Now everybody's like adverse to say it unless you're talking about a homosexual.
Yeah. And then people can take it the wrong way and get a little bit upset when you can actually mean that you're being jolly and joyful. It's exactly the same. I mean, you're talking. It's probably I don't know, a 1920s to 1970s word, and it's taken out of proportion.
Yeah. My daughter used to love rainbows and unicorns. Now I can't look at a freaking rainbow anymore.
No. It's the world has gone topsy-turvy.
Yeah. Gonna go the way of the Byzantine Empire. You can watch and see.
Yeah, like chocolate in sundaes.
Now, wait a minute. What's wrong with chocolate and sundaes?
Nothing.
The world's gone crazy.
I'm very particular about my ice creams. Now you're talking my expertise. My even though I love chocolate sundaes, I prefer my sundaes with caramel.
Oh,
that's
good.
And I put French vanilla ice cream over a bed of bananas.
Hey.
And over top of that, I put the butterscotch, and then I put a sprinkle of peanuts, whipped cream, and maraschino cherries.
Crushed roast peanuts.
Oh yes, perfect. Crushed is even better.
Hey, what about my least favorite ice cream? Is something I used to like it now because of my dad. That's the only ice cream Dad would buy.
Hey, Stacker.
Hello, Dale. Hello, Skipper. Hello, Jake.
How you doing? Happy New Year to you, my friend.
Happy New Year. Good to see you all.
Did you have a great holiday?
Well, good to almost see you. All I'm looking at is your sticker, you chicken. You never come up.
Well, if he puts that camera on, we'll have to put sunglasses on of that gleaming.
The problem is he thinks he's too good looking, so he's going to outshine us. That's what his problem.
Skipper, I'm not just thinking that. That's a fact.
Oh.
No, I said this in a couple of videos because a lot of people ask me why I don't do a face reveal. The problem is my job. Sorry, I can't do that. My company has very strict rules on social media presence and so on. So
I can
Yeah.
understand that.
Good
But
work.
when I left the military, my security clearance was ultra top secret. But the stuff that I learned, of course, expired long time ago. That,
Yeah, they don't use tools
hello,
anymore.
welcome, here I am. I'm out in the open. But you know, it still gives me grief in the government because they won't release my documents that I need for Veteran Affairs. Says, oh, we can't release his information. Why? Because of his security clearance. What?
Arrows,
Come on, I was
arrows and
using play
spears.
tablets when I was in. Come on.
Skipper, so by the way, hey, I got a Skipper so old joke
You got an old joke?
for you. Skipper's so old that his social security number is 1.
Really? You were so old that you were a waiter at the Last Supper.
Oh. You're so old that you was there when Lincoln got shot.
I'm not saying I was anywhere near that. My goodness. Yeah. I'm so old. I'm so old. My oldest son comes up to me and is crying the blues because he's turning 49. What the hell?
Skipper, do the candles already cost more than a birthday cake?
Well, let me just say I have to have a fire extinguisher and do it outside.
And that's when you buy one get one free off to Stacker as well.
Hey, by the way, the Skipper is so old that he remembers when Moby Dick was a pod.
When Moby Dick was a
Pod.
What?
Whales are pods when they were babies.
Oh, a podling.
Nah. Skipper's so old he wrote the Ten Commandments.
Did you just say something about depends? That's a sore point.
Poor old Skipper. He's all right.
He's so old. He's so old that he was around when they were throwing tea bags in the Boston Harbor.
What a waste of good tea.
Well, they had to do the drink it. They had to tip it overboard in Boston, didn't they? That was one big cuppa, wasn't it? All they had to do was pour milk into the harbour.
Can you imagine tea done up with brine?
Yeah.
Salty tea.
I have another joke about. By the way,
Christopher Ty says that never happened in my Boston. You weren't around.
By the way, Skipper's so old that he remembers when Bruce Jenner was a man.
That was the lamest old joke ever. That wasn't very long ago.
Yeah, the last time when I asked Skipper for his birth certificate, he showed me a rock.
That's his passport photo.
Yeah, I was born on a rock, all right.
Skipper's so old.
But not last rock. Not last rock. You was born on a rock, but not last rock.
What we're seeing right now is a fossil.
My goodness, Jake, you're so old. You're living next door to Fred Flintstone.
But you live. By the way, Coin lives right next door to the not Jeffersons, to the Jadsons.
So I'm
To
not,
the
I'm actually in the
Jetsons?
future then. There's
Oh, you
something-
think he's in the future? Have you ever seen his wife's videos? That neighborhood's not up in the clouds. Well, the clouds are down around them. It's always foggy.
Oh man.
By the way, Coin is so young that Coin remembers when Kanye West, before Kanye West went crazy. Too soon.
How old do you think I am?
Okay.
This is going to be interesting.
His jokes are starting to end up in the crapper.
30 years old. 30.
30. Troy higher.
Oh, wasn't that nice? He
Yeah.
said you were 30. Don't you have underwear older than that, don't you?
I do, yeah. I use geese.
Hey, I got another Skipper joke. Ready? You're so old that you worked with Sig Hansen's dad on his boat. I'll build.
No, it was not. Eric the Red, yes.
You're so old. You remember when
He's
Dutch
getting
Harbor?
this off of Google.
He's getting off the Northwestern.
Skipper's so old. His favorite president was George Washington.
I'm sorry. I was in General Cornwallis's group. Washington was no friend of mine.
Yeah. By the way, would you ever get if someone brought you a case of moonshine, that whiskey that was made by our George Washington moonshine?
You put some vinegar in there, right? Instead of tomato sauce.
Oh, look, Austrian Stacker's going, hey, I might as well show some coins. Since
That's too shiny.
Hey, wait a minute. I recognize that. 50-cent piece, Canadian. Yeah, that's
$1.
Hey, I just got one of those.
Is that a black loony?
I don't need it, but I got it.
Yeah, I thought some Canadian coin for decoration.
You just love that silver. I love it when they give it to me.
His collection's amazing, especially the gold. You put a poll out there the other day. What was the winner for the is cash? Silver,
yeah, that's crazy. I did not expect the outcome. This is really crazy because the Sovereign was very long in the lead. Now it is. I mean, the Sovereign is a great coin, but yeah, Sovereign 28% and Britannia 29%. So I did not expect
the Sovereign. Oh,
I did not expect that the Sovereign makes second place. Yeah, in this poll.
I voted for the Sovereign. What about the what's the one you put out on after that? You've done
Maple Leaf and Philharmonic.
No, the Philharmonic. Okay.
I love the Philharmonics. They're
They
beautiful.
are nice. I thought the another Austrian coin is the Maria Teresa Italia coin is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's a silver coin.
But yeah, I thought you'd have put that one in there as well. But
No.
what? There was another poll you done, crypto, cash, silver, and gold, and platinum. Who?
Let me check. I think we lost Jake.
As soon as I got enough silver or enough crypto, I bought silver with it.
So it ended up first gold with 47%, second silver 25%, then ex equo cash and crypto with 11%, and the last one was platinum with 7%.
Yeah, platinums are hard to. Yeah. If it is like disastrous, say for example, in the world, platinum be very difficult to exchange. Crypto wouldn't even exist. Cash would be there, I suppose, as some kind of currency.
Yeah, but I was really surprised that in the stacker community, 11% say crypto is the best. So that surprised me.
It is. I mean, have you been seeing his pictures on his museums? Actually, the museum one was actually really interesting. And his facts around about Austria is really interesting as well.
Yeah, I thought it's time for some education. To be honest, that there is too much politics at the moment, and too much discussions about things I don't want to discuss. So I thought I will move a bit away from this and do some, I don't know, sharing interesting facts and.
That's the thing, though, is that you can't discuss anything because it may upset somebody. That's the problem.
But the problem is, that the snowflakes are sharing their opinions the loudest. So it's. I mean, there are people really they are forcing everybody, to hear their opinion. But as soon as you reply, and as soon as you show them that this is not fact based or this is just assumptions what they are talking about, and they're like snowflakes. This is anyway. So.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, it should be. I mean, the world's just gone topsy turvy, and
absolutely.
It's just nice to actually. This is what I like about doing this with Skipper and everybody else is that we can talk about what we want without any problems.
Yeah, and let's have fun. I mean, in the end, it's all. Why are we doing this? We want to have fun.
Exactly. We break from the reality of stupidity.
Yeah, right. That's right.
So long as you had a nice holiday and a great New Year, that's the main thing.
No, actually, I was working all the time.
But you had a good holiday, though, right?
Just a couple of days.
So that's good. That's all right then. We had Zoe and Lauren had a good surprise Christmas. She actually saw her son for the first time in a year, so that was pretty cool. I looked out the window and I thought, it was like really slow motion. It was like, that's Lee, all right. And he looked at me and I looked at him and I thought, and of course he's been texting her all morning that he's at work because he normally works.
Okay.
And I was like, it lasted about a minute, but it looked like it felt like about an hour. Looking at each other outside for an hour. That's odd. And he came in the door, and of course the door went mad. And she was like, Lee. Lauren was like, huh? They thought I was like joking, like, no, that's not Lee. He's at work. No, he was like, there. He's like,
that's cool.
But it was good. It was actually a nice surprise. That was really cool for Lauren and Zoe anyway, and for me because he's actually a really nice guy. He does a lot of airsoft, rock climbing, and he does a lot of mountain climbing, and he's like an outdoor activity guy. So he's done a few bit of boxing for a little while, but his main job is security guard at the hospital, at the main hospital. But yeah, he's a really nice
So
guy.
you also had a good time.
Yeah, it was a good day. Yeah, and it's lucky actually because my family come over for Christmas, so I cooked this really massive turkey. We don't normally have a big turkey. We thought, hey, everybody's come over, that's fine. Nobody turned up in my family. It's lucky me turned up. Oh man, I can't eat that. I had like a little bit. I had like a few slices, and that was about it. I was done, But no, it's like, how are we going to get rid of this turkey? It's going to take us until another 365 days to eat this thing. We can use it for next year.
Yeah, it's
well,
like
I got full turkey freeze.
Yeah, that's all right. We had some like turkey sandwiches, over the next few days. And Zoe's turn to cook on New Year's Day was ham, so that was actually quite nice.
And the part of Austria where I'm from, we usually eat beef for Christmas. And my wife's grandmother, she always, I always tell her, not the whole cow, just a part of it. It's like really, it's like the whole family can eat from this at least the next 2 weeks. Yeah, it's.
They bring in Daisy.
I get a kick out of Lapland where they have reindeer as their traditional Christmas. I mean, can you imagine poor Santa? Freaking going in, well, boys, you did a good job. We're going to put you in alphabetical order here. And let's see. Donner, yeah, you're the first one in the smokehouse. Come on in, boys. I'm like, what?
Did you see that TikTok video where this lad, he wound his parents up? He goes, it's a Japan. Do you know in Japan they give away? They do KFC. Don't give away. They do KFC.
Oh yeah, KFC tradition.
Well, this guy in Japan, he goes, if you fill your car with fuel, you get you get a voucher to go and get a free KFC for Christmas. So they drive off to the to the garage, fills the car up, and of course their parents go mad. What free KFC? Throwing things. They only wound them up. So filled the car up for fuel for no reason.
Wow.
Oh look. Oh man.
You know, I gotta look at this. Let's look at that. Whoa! That is some handsome.
Yeah, this is a commemorative coin. This is the Parliament building in Vienna, and this is a commemorative coin for our first republic. You know, in 1938, I mean 1918, we got rid of the Habsburg, and 1938, we were occupied by Nazi Germany. So this is a coin to commemorate the first republic, which didn't last very long.
And the copper of that building is one of the coins you sent me, right?
Yeah, exactly. They made a new roof. They renewed the roof on the Parliament building, and they used the copper from the roof to mint 200,000 coins. And one of these coins I've sent to you, my friend.
Oh man,
That's pretty awesome.
Thank you, man. That's really just absolutely wonderful. Oh, I think you've muted him.
What?
Because you like to show special foreign coins in your shorts, and so I thought you should have one of those.
Yeah, I'll be doing that video very soon.
I do not keep any foreign coins in my shorts. It'd be too uncomfortable.
Okay, I could add another joke. Skipper is so old, he thinks that shorts is something to wear.
Austrians
Pardon?
You'll see him in his bloomers.
Look, but the Parliament has also been depicted on another coin. It's also on this coin.
Oy, oy, oy.
I love the way they're packed in it. You know what I mean? There's nothing's going to happen to those coins the way they're packed in like that.
Yeah, I always put, if I get some in a nice condition, I always put them in capsules because, you know, we do not even have this currency anymore. So.
Mm-hmm. I actually do the same. A lot of mine too.
So like this one is in a very good condition, so I put it in a capsule.
Well, what is that one now?
This is Franz Schubert. It's a composer.
Oh, okay.
And this is a 50 shilling commemorative coin.
He's the one who plays the piano with Lucy, isn't he?
He's what? Pardon?
I said he's the one that plays the piano with Lucy, isn't he?
Yeah. Right, yeah. Yeah.
Mayor Videos is in the house. He says, my brother married a Filipino and they always get a whole pig. Yay. Well, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't bring those type of people into your house.
Who's that? Unlocked. And EA says it's back after I get home. Mayor's videos, Christopher.
Oh, EAC back on the bus. Always
Babes and
on the
Toyland
damn
and other
bus.
things. Dime bag. Have you heard from Nick? Is he doing better today? Because he's supposed to have all that shoot removed today, isn't he?
Oh no, Darren's back. He's gonna flog those black coins at me again. I was desperate yesterday. 3 banks, couldn't find any.
Do you know what? I'm going to go on the Royal Canadian Mint and see if they actually post them out to the UK.
No, they're in circulation, but they weren't supposed to go so early. Someone slipped up.
Yeah, big time.
I heard one person got a whole box. I mean, come on, they're $50 a roll. What the heck? You got some money on your hands? That'll all be on eBay, and they're gonna like put them on for like 2-3 times what they're worth.
Oh yeah, gonna hype them.
And they're circulation coins. Drive me nuts. Yeah, I wish I still had some gold in my collection. It just irks me that I don't have any. I just haven't figured out the best way to get it now, and I'm not cashing in all my silver ones.
Yeah, but actually, at the moment is a good time to sell silver and buy gold for it. I bought most of the silver I have, and I didn't buy too much silver the last years. I bought most of the silver I have under 16 euros per ounce.
So
what's that, Dave?
that is a fine silver Incan House of the Sun maize, Canadian.
Oh, what year is that one?
2022. Mint of them is 3,000. I'm on the Royal Canadian Mint site.
You know what? I love their art and everything, but it's not. And if you're a stacker, or unless you're really into that design, it's not worth the premium. Yeah, I own that one.
No, I just find it really
I was sure about
that. There you go. It's something for Austrian stacker. There you go. Have the nutcracker.
What nutcracker? Oh.
Yeah, but you know that the nutcracker is from Russia, not from Austria.
Look, he's got that dumbfounded look on his face, like, oh, I do.
No, no one. I just look at the new releases.
I would like to get an Austrian coin that had a lot of Edelweiss on it.
I don't even know a coin with an Edelweiss on it. I need to Google that.
Oh, frick! Thanks. Stop it.
I'm gonna have to crop that and cut some out and pretend I got some.
I'll probably be one of the last to get one. Now here I am actively searching.
Ooh. That's actually pretty neat.
Dale, by the way, you need to send me a new sticker. You know why? Because somehow it lost its color.
It's like 3 years old now. It's coming to 4 years old now.
But you know what? That's genuinely the way things are in life. I mean, eventually you'll all fade away.
Here today, gone tomorrow. Yeah, I need to do some better ones. Our printer's broken, so we have to get. That's one thing I can get probably.
I gotta get a new. I gotta
month is really a printer
to do my stickers.
Get
I want grown-up stickers.
I'm just checking. Did you ever send me a sticker?
Who? Me?
Yeah, Skipper.
Oh, I can guarantee you got one on your glass. Your
yeah, yeah, right. Must be this one.
The one with the maple leaf. There it is.
Yeah, it is up on the top right hand side.
This one. Where is my hand? Here.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, that's
Look
it.
how that
Yeah.
just pops right out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one that obviously is gonna be like silver related to silver pouring and
Oh, that's cool.
I might actually change my and put a sword in it with a coin behind it. I don't know which coin yet.
Maybe a British one.
Like maybe 2 coins, like a world coin and some random world coin and a British coin.
Cool's garden.
So it's like a sword and a stone, but sword and coins.
Yeah, another one. You're just rubbing it in.
I know that's why I said it.
The sword in the coin.
Yeah, like that.
No. The joke here is my wife's. I held it for 30 seconds before my wife grabbed it. That's
Is your granddaughter still impressed with a little pumpkin?
Are you kidding? I'm number 1 on the grandparent list now.
Yay!
Even though she's got my wife out cavorting around, getting nails and eyebrows done, and God knows what else. I'll make sure she's home by 4, Granddad. Now you can hear my wife in the background. No, you won't. Oh, yes, you will. You're going home. I go, really? I'm glad you like being home.
There you go. That's what I made. Austrian stacker.
Oh, what's that? Ah, pumpkin.
Yeah.
And it took him 18 pours to get it.
Yeah.
18.
Because it's my own design, so I have to keep
I thought the
repouring
guy was
it.
going to burn his house down. He poured it so often.
And you see me do it live, right? Just to confirm, I had you there, and I was making it.
What I love so much is this one sword I have from you, Dale. I need to show it. Give me a second. I would just open my safe.
It's going to be. I think it's going to be the cross. I'm pretty sure.
Is that
it's
the
be,
one that looks like the window?
Yeah. The archaeology. I you said the word now. The archaeology. The mistake.
You never thought. Well, you know what? There's a lot of artists out there that their paintings look like mistakes, and they make millions on it.
Yeah, they do indeed.
The Canadian government spent $300,000 on one painting, and all it was like red and green, and it split right down the middle. That was it.
Look at that. Do you know what? That would come out quite nice if that filled up, but it looks like a relic, so.
This is such a beautiful piece, and stop saying it was an error. Yeah, it was meant to look like that.
That is a unique piece. That is very cool.
It is.
That's nice. Do you know what? The more I look at it, the more I actually like it.
Really, really nice.
It's a really, really pretty coin.
Just
I wish I'd done more.
1,000 years from now, someone's going to look at that and go, "Gee, I wonder who made that."
Isn't it?
And the good thing about what I done for his granddaughter, when the Queen passed, I asked if I can still use the Platinum Jubilee. So this is actually the official last Platinum Jubilee stamp on that coin.
And that itself is very cool.
Yeah, I should have put the sterling on it. And actually, there's actually another fun story about his coin. Oh, look at that! I love that. I love that cross. That took me ages to get all that dabs in there to make it look stone effect, so it looked like it was worn.
Mm-hmm.
That cross is lovely. I don't know if I can put you up big on here. Actually, no, I can't.
What? Him
Say that stone cross again, please.
Yep.
Obviously.
Wow.
This is a beautiful piece, one of my favorite pieces.
It
And
literally
actually, my
looks like
favourite piece of Austrian stackers is what 4-9s find them from.
Pardon?
The other cross you had from 4-9s fine.
Yeah, actually, he made. I asked him to make a Jerusalem cross for me,
Yeah.
and this is what he made for me.
And that is really tricky to do.
wow, that is outstanding. Holy cow.
That's great, and it looks like it belongs on an end of a sword or something, you know, like on the grip.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful piece. I love it.
You got some amazing pieces, man.
Yeah, you know, I appreciate craftsmanship, and so I really love hand-poured silver. But the issue is, yeah, you know that the story with the hallmarks, yeah, and this is why
Yeah.
I just have a few pieces that are not hallmarked. I usually, actually, the only ones I buy hand-poured silver from is you and Backyard Bullion, because all of your pieces are hallmarked.
Yeah, it's a guarantee. That proves it's. Actually, I was going to say, when I filled my form out, you know, to send off to get it all, because obviously it gets tested, and I called them up as I was about to ring me. They said, we've been testing the silver, and we don't understand why you've put it as a I think it's the lion mark or the Britannia. I can't remember which one it is on there. I'll have a look in a minute. And I said yes, because it's 3-9 silver, because you can't have a hallmark with the lion or the Britannia on it, unless it's 3-9 silver.
Yeah.
And they said, well, we've been testing it, and you put down 875, I think it is. And I went, oh, I must have made a mistake on the form, because my brain, you know, I can't do forms very well. They had me go through it, you know, to make sure I do it, and I must have marked it wrong anyway. And they said, okay, fine. We was actually going to send it back as it's the wrong. It's more purity than what you've written. And hello, I'm back. And but yeah, it ended up being correct. So they've done the hallmark, and had it sent back more or less quickly, because obviously I was on a time scale for his Skipper's granddaughter's birthday, and so I didn't want her to miss out, you know, a present. So that was a bit of a. That's why I carried on pouring it until I got it right, because it was his birthday present, really. And it came out really good. I'm really impressed with that one.
Yeah, and to be honest, I really like that you guys care about also legal requirements, because by law it is illegal in whole Europe, yeah, to sell silver without hallmark. And some people just don't care, yeah, just pour and sell it, and what they don't tell the customers is that they might get in trouble if they ever want to sell it, yeah? Because by law you're not allowed to sell pieces that were not said, eh?
You with when you're selling it to non-European countries or some Commonwealth countries, America, it's okay, like, you know, Western and stuff like that. But if you're selling it to, say, Algeria or any other country that's out the realm, they give you like a specifics, like, and you have to put an S. There has to be an S hallmark with your hallmark if you're selling it out of the realms of what they list as a normal sponsored hallmark. So that's another thing to look for. So if you're buying something that's been around the world, make sure it's got an S in it. You can go and get it checked if you wanted to. You can. Anybody can go and get silver tested, and I would recommend actually sending it off to your hallmark area and not a second-hand dealer, so to speak. But an actual, a proper jewelry place they will send it off and go and say this is what the silver is and this is what it should be, but it isn't. But yeah, it's your guarantee to know that. It makes me sleep good at night that someone's got a product that I've made and they're happy with it. Because if you're not happy with it, you can just send it back. No questions asked, and I'll do it again until it gets right. So I got no qualms with that because when I do because I'm not like Big Red Bullion who can do it on a production scale. I do it very small, so it's like if I do something and then it sells, so it's few and far between. Where a lot of people they do it and they have like 10 molds going.
Yeah.
I don't have a facility for that. I just use the kitchen, and Zoe can't be here because she's like got asthma. So we used to have this nice shed down the end, and it was before we moved in. But when we walked in, it was all falling apart. Now they're in perfect studio. But it is what it is. So that's why I just do it made to order, or if I just do it for pleasure, and if someone likes something, they can just send me an offer, and I'll sell it. The only thing I've got left now is my sword, and that's actually smaller than the others because I broke the end of it, so I had to taper at the end.
Okay. So you stabbed somebody.
Yeah, I sort of kept it for myself. Zoe was messing around with it and bent.
So she has the end of the sword somewhere in her body.
She going, "Oh, this is soft metal." And I went, "You just bent the sword, didn't you?"
How's it going, Hunter?
There it is. Is the I got the same one.
I like this. I like this very much because you have all the different hallmarks explained here, and
yeah, a lot of the U.S. guys that pour, they don't get the hallmarks done. They just stamp it themselves.
Yeah, there's no legal requirement to do that in the United States, which is kind of a bit scary sometimes. I'm not saying that they wouldn't do it. I'm just saying, you don't know what type of silver they're using. But that's why it's always best to go and get it checked, and I like to, when I was doing my COAs, I see a lot of people doing it with just like square little slips and just signing it. And I thought, well, surely if you've got a lot of these pours and you've got a lot of these COAs, you don't know which COA belongs to, because all you got in there is 39 silver and signed by whoever. And I thought I'd do something unique and put a photograph with as a COA,
right?
Something different. And so then you got, if you buy a few things, which piece belongs to which.
Yeah.
I just thought it just made sense.
Yeah, I like the COS. I mean, I already closed my safe, otherwise I could show one, but I'm too lazy to open it again, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. No, I can just do it. I mean, if you want copies, I've always got copies of the stuff anyway.
Yeah, but also it looks very nice and professional. Yeah, if you get such a COA, so you really see that you take time and you. I really like always to open the packages I get from you, because it's the silver item itself. It's in a very nice cardboard box, and yeah, exactly. And you have these colorful COAs that look very professional, and
yeah.
So it's an experience to open this, to unbox it.
Thank you. That means a lot, man. It really does. That sword there is huge. I mean, it makes this one look like a little tiny I mean, if that's a sword, that one's about that long.
Wow.
And I thought when I got it, I thought, I know I'm going to make some swords, and I just about fit in that. I had to go from one angle to the other to get that sword in, and it came out really, really nice. But the biggest one I made, the biggest one was this one, was Skipper's Patricia's cat badge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that was nice.
There you go. So a little boombox.
Boombox. We always called this ghetto blaster.
Yeah, get your blasters. Yeah. Then I made this for Lauren, and
Yeah,
it was
that's beautiful.
6 months. 6 months when she didn't know she was going to have that, and she's like, because those hearts, man, never going to do that again. That was a pain in the butt. That's how I had to make that.
That's
but
beautiful.
Yeah, and is Skipper's COA, but my printer's broke, so that's what he's going to be getting in a package soon. And what I've done there, because I got it engraved at the back, I got you can't see it very well, but it's got a name on there, engraved. I've made quite a bit. Here you go, Skipper. Remember this?
Sword in the stone.
Skipper used to have one of them.
He did. He used to have one.
Hey, Zoe's there. Hi, Zoe. Sorry, 20 euro.
20 euro.
Being very quiet.
Well, buddy, I've done it. I got it.
Hey,
I put
he's
it in
got it in
the
there. Oh, nice. What old pennies do you have? I mean, the old like Queen Victoria pennies. Do you have any of them?
British?
Yeah.
I bought something nice. I'm waiting for a package. I bought a British West Africa penny.
Oh yeah, yeah.
A graded
What?
one.
What do you want?
You've got a graded one.
Okay, I gotta let the dog out.
Who let
You
the
let the
dogs
dog
out?
out.
Two fools, one thought.
I've got what have I got here? I got a 1940, which I've done the videos on, a 1946 pence West Africa. And oh, that's West Point. Let's go Stoker. That's the only one I've got. It's the only one I've found so far. Because I got a massive, huge bag of world coins I need to go through, and other bags which I found. And I was going through some of my cases, and I found a load of other coins that I've haven't gone through. So the only one I found so far is 1940 sixpence West Africa. King George VI, nickel brass. That's not. Yeah, I've got two of those actually, according to my YouTube videos. Because what I do, I got my. You know, you go to your content, you can just write in the titles that you have, and it just pops up.
Yeah, right. I do this from time to time, and then I remember, yeah, right, I had this coin. Sometimes it takes me hours to find it again.
Because some of the coins looks like they're duplicates, but they're not. Because especially in the United States, like when you do like a 1957 penny, you know, you could have like the D, the P, and the S. But sometimes they do some coins with no mint mark on it. So that's 4 separate coins. And I'm videoing what I have in my collection. What you see is not like cutouts, are actually what I have. So I just show what my, because I treat my YouTube channel as like a database. So people, if they want to know any information, I put as much information on there as I can. And so when I get to doing your coins, like I did them with Jason's and a few others, I put links to your channel and I say this is from. You know what I mean? So obviously I've done the mail call, but it's just separate because it's like history. And then I do the coin, and then I'll, like with Ran as well, I will say, this is from Ran So Far Away, who kindly sent this to me, you know, please check out his channel and stuff like that. Because, you know, I think it's only fair where it also comes from. And I think it's nice to reflect back what people have sent as well, you know.
Yeah, this is why I do a lot of Mako videos. I mean, actually, I have usually about 10% of my usual views on Mako videos. So people obviously don't like to watch Mako videos, but for me this is kind of showing appreciation. Yeah, and
Exactly.
I will never forget. Yeah, from one of the people really supporting my channel from my very when I started, when I uploaded my very first video. This guy was already there, and he sent me a coin of his country, telling me, I cannot afford to send you a silver coin, but I wanted you to have a coin of my country in your collection. And I love this coin so much, I can't tell you that this coin means more to me than all the silver coins I got as a gift. Yeah.
Oh man, that's do you know what? It doesn't always have to be pressure. I think it's down to the
No,
thought.
absolutely not. No. But
Um,
this letter he sent me was so nice and so kind, yeah. And he said, "Look, I cannot afford to send you a silver coin, but I heard that you don't have a coin of my country, so I would like you to have a coin of my country in your collection." And I love this coin so much because of the story behind it and because of the person who sent me this coin. Yeah, it's not
Are you
about
gonna
the value. Sorry.
sorry.
Are you gonna show it?
I have it somewhere in my gift box. I would have to search for it now. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
One
he's
of
got-
the-
he's got a huge
I
gift box.
promise I will
Right.
show it next time. Yeah.
Which country is it?
To be honest, I don't want to say because then everybody would know whom I'm talking about. So,
Oh,
because as far as I know, we just have one person from this specific country in our community.
good old Austrian stacker being just as secretive as ever. Fine.
No, I'm not secretive.
He's forcing people to go and watch the
Exactly.
video. I think I've actually seen.
And since you've been teasing me so much, I'm going to tease you now.
What's that? Treat bag?
Minstrels. They're hard on the outside and soft in the middle.
And you don't want to have
Ah,
cost.
Are they minstrels or minstrel counters?
Just as minstrels.
Oh
Yeah,
man, they're
minstrel.
lovely though. You can have them, and they just do not melt until you punch into them.
what's the time now in Canada?
Hey, what time is it?
You got to get your sundial out.
Must be after 3.
I'm Canada.
3:16.
Edmonton 3:16. Okay, you're still allowed to eat. I'm on a diet. I'm not allowed to eat from 8 p.m. till noontime next day.
Wow, interesting. What kind of diet are you on?
I already lost 17 kilos, so it's a good one.
Well, is it
Yeah,
low
but
carb
hunger strikes don't count.
protein or
No, it's actually to get your whole digestion system empty one time a day, and you need at least 8 to 10 hours for this.
Mm.
Do you know what, Austrian Stacker? You're gonna have to send me the rules on that because I've been told that I have to lose a little bit of weight.
It's very easy. You just stop eating before 8 p.m. and you don't start eating again before noontime. That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah. So what is there's no restrictions of eating as long as you're eating moderately, right?
I mean, if you spend the remaining 8 hours with eating chocolate, it will not have any effect. But if you eat healthy stuff, the rest. So what I'm eating is a lot of vegetables, and yeah, try not to eat fat meat and no sugar, no chocolate, and so on. So just healthy food, yeah. But then you don't need to care about. For example, as for dinner today, we had chicken and salad, and that's absolutely fine.
Oh, okay. Do you know, I'm gonna have to try that one.
But you need to drink a lot, yeah, and
Yeah,
you really feel the effect, yeah. It's amazing. I feel much better now because I had massive issues with all the stress I have from my job, and we're doing a lot of over hours and so on, and I had massive issues with my stomach and my whole digestion system, and my doctor recommended me this, and it's really good, yeah, because at least one time a day you get the whole system empty. And
Yeah,
if you drink a lot, yeah, you can really feel how this changes. Yeah, so I'm even thinking about continuing this.
I think once you start something though with that, and you're not missing, say, what the stuff you would have ate, it's no point going back to it.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel
so-
it's like stopping smoking. Yeah, when you stop smoking, it's very hard. But as soon as you're over it, you will never regret that you stopped smoking. Yeah.
So your energy levels up,
Yeah, absolutely.
your metabolism's better.
Yeah.
And you're
You
obviously
sleep better.
thinking more clearly and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So when you travel, obviously that's got to be difficult as well because you travel a lot.
Yeah.
And obviously with different times and stuff like that. So that must be pretty tricky as well.
To be honest, it's not as hard for me because when I'm traveling, I'm going to see my local teams that are reporting to me. So it's much easier if I tell them, look, no meetings between 12 and 1 and I don't know 12:40
Okay.
because
So
I will have my lunch break. Then it's much easier than for example if my boss comes to visit me. Yeah, it's much easier.
Do you know what? That's actually. So you're just basically cutting out all the crap and then just more or less fasting for a while, and as long as you're drinking lots of fluids. So are you actually like drinking like juices, obviously water? What about hot drinks
I drink a lot of tea.
over coffee?
Yeah, because coffee is not so good for the stomach as well, especially if you mix it with milk.
Yeah, dairy
And
products aren't good anyway, but
yeah, so I try to drink tea, and what's very good. I mean, I tried a lot of different teas, but what's very good for me is what's peppermint in English? Sorry, I need to check that.
no,
Peppermint. Yeah, peppermint tea. I drink a lot of peppermint tea.
okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
like flavored tea sort of thing.
Yeah, but peppermint has a special oil which is also very good for your stomach. It's good for your stomach. Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. I'll have to try that one.
And here I am listening to you guys talking diet, and I'm wolfing down freaking minstrel.
But what I'm doing once a week is my wife and I once a week we go to a nice coffee house and we have a cake or something, because if I don't do this, yeah, I need this once a week, otherwise I go crazy. Otherwise your body starts crying for sugar, yeah. So I need this once a week.
I think that's the trick, is to give yourself a treat for the reward.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Just don't do it every day.
no.
But then it's really something special, yeah. So enjoy this. You have no idea how much I'm enjoying this piece of cake every week, yeah, once a week.
Oh yeah.
I'm enjoying it so much, yeah. And if I know that we are invited, I don't know, from two different friends the next week, I will not have it this week, yeah. So I need to save it for the next week, because then I will have 2 pieces of cake.
I think when I was on dialysis, and when I actually now a lot of things. Well, actually, almost just over a year I've been on dialysis. Everything tastes metallic. Okay.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what you ate. It was just like eating a lump of iron. And
Okay.
I can go out and get a steak, and it would take, and you can, if you did a blindfold just by licking a steak, obviously you have the texture, or a lump of metal, it would taste the same. and losing all your taste is ridiculous, you know.
Yeah.
And when I come out from my operation for my kidney transplant, and obviously you're not eating anything, obviously, because you're just too sick and too ill to eat. Well, I went down to the renal area, and they said, "What do you want to eat?" And I said, "I want to try a banana." Now everybody knows what a banana's like. Now times the taste of a banana by 1,000, because you're not eating properly for nearly over a year and a half. It was the most strongest, potent thing I've ever tasted.
Yeah.
And that sounds ridiculous, but yeah, that piece of cake, I can relate, you know, because it's crazy when you lose your taste, but when your body's hungering for it, and it doesn't matter. Sometimes you'll have like a flux come back. So I've been known to go out at 3 o'clock in the morning, haven't I, to make myself a ham roll, because I had my taste back to say I want to eat a ham roll. So I literally needed to go and get one so I can taste it. And it was like, oh, this is such a relief, you know. It is a crazy experience. So yeah, you eat to reward, so that's a good thing. So I can relate to that piece, that piece of cake.
Yeah, but it's really worth the effort, and all the sacrifices you have to make,
Yeah, you do.
because especially after I stopped smoking, and with my job and sitting in the car in the plane and all the time, I gained so much weight, and I really started to feel horrible. And you can really feel the difference. Now I lost 17 kilos, and you can really feel the difference when you like when you were young, you just bent over and close your shoes, and this was like, wow, this didn't work properly for years now.
You just wish you'd done.
Nice to put my socks on. I do. I can't reach my feet.
I mean, the thing is, though, right? You with you, though, Skipper, you've done some incredible things that has put you into a position in that respect. Like you broke your back, you know, and other things.
Incredible.
Oh no, he's done some crazy stuff in his time, right? He decided to fly through a car windscreen, and
Volkswagen bus.
Yeah, Volkswagen bus. But yeah, it's you know, it's incredible that when you hear these things about with you, Austin Stacker, like, you know, you're trying these things and it's working, and then you see these dietitians when you go and see, because I see a lot of dietitians and it don't work. You know, you eat what you eat, and my medication, I have so much medication, the sugars in them make you can't lose weight, and they tell you to lose weight, and you say, well, take me off the tablets. I don't like taking them anyway. And the tablets got tons of sugar in them, and water chases the sugar in your system and retains it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's difficult to get rid of that, you know, as you know, like sort of thing. It's just like,
you mean to say me eating all these minstrels, now I'm going to wash it down with water, I'm just going to gain more?
Yeah. Drink Coke.
Oh, no, Coke. Ew.
but the funny thing is, I talked to my doctor and he said, it doesn't matter what diet, and there are a lot of diets that are really efficient, where you lose a lot of weight, but the problem is you cannot keep this diet forever, and as soon as you change, the body starts to bunker everything, and the thing is with this diet, I mean, you're just, the only thing you're doing, you're not changing anything, you just under supply your body permanently, and this is why the body doesn't have a chance to
exactly
store fat.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree with you 100%. I went on the Herbalife diet, and I stayed with it religiously for 3 years. I'm using pounds, guys, not kilos. I'm in a country that uses kilos. Ridiculous.
Do you use stones as well?
No, only when I'm smoking. But you know, I dropped from 290 to 205 over the period that I was on Herbalife. But it's all protein shakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
I had such a craving for real food. By the
Yeah.
time I finished, that was it. I was done. Well, I'm back up, right back where I started. My taste buds, ever since I had my facial reconstruction, looks good, huh? And quit smoking. Wow, my taste buds have gone right through, like, nom, 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 nom.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean, when you lose your taste buds, it's when it comes back, the flavors are so strong.
Oh yeah.
But this is something was so crazy when I stopped smoking. Yeah, I stopped using salt and pepper and so on, because everything tasted so intensive. Yeah, when this returns, you just really see how I don't know how numb your taste flavors get. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I cut back on the salt a lot after I quit.
which is not healthy anyway. So
No, not too much salt. I mean, there's a difference cooking with salt than adding salt. Don't add salt. Because I have to sterilize the water.
Mhm.
So I put salt in water. It's no different going to a dentist and putting salt on your wound if you're going to a dentist, because you're not actually eating it. You're just
Didn't you cook with Duracells as well with the salt?
don't know. I've just been told just to put a pinch of salt in the water just to give
I'm
it.
pretty sure you were using Duracells for a while, weren't you? And then the bobbies come by the house. They say, "Sorry, you can't do that. You're being charged with assault and battery."
Yeah, Duracell. Back. Oh man, never ready. I'm never ever ready for that one.
So I just need something to drink. I'll back in a second.
Okay.
Yeah, I got another bottle of water waiting for me right here, flavored.
Babe, I'm taking the Specsavers tomorrow and getting his glasses sorted out.
Wow,
Where'd you
Sam
get them from?
C. Yeah,
Where'd
here,
you
man.
get my phone?
I had 4 bangers, shredded
This is
hash
really
brown,
naughty.
4 slices of toast, and 2 poached eggs for breakfast.
Oh, yummy.
How can you wear that?
Because
Put your eye out. Where'd you get them then? I didn't know. I thought you went. Oh, we have to go to Boots tomorrow then and get them sorted out.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, I don't know if she wears them. They're like,
Say
they must
what?
give you a headache a little bit sometimes. Sam CB, the Bad Idea Lab, and Dimebag.
Dimebag's just hiding in the background,
Is
waiting.
Neil here? Neil, it's great to see you, Neil.
Yeah,
So
I'm
you
do some serious dieting, or I'm not going to be able to fit in any suits next year. Just
I
gotta.
mean, you eat all yours in one lump sum. So, Christmas must be great fun, but hellish for you at the same time, eating all those cookies and milk. And
You have no idea. And I have enough in my larder to fill a bloody ship. Maybe I should ship some of this stuff up.
for the galleon.
Good grief.
We went shopping today. We went shopping today, and we got the car back. The car has still got a few things wrong with it, but they've done it so it's roadworthy and safe. It's all been tested. That's passed. But probably around about September, October time, get the car fixed properly. But we went shopping, didn't we? And so we like to do the shopping haul videos. And I don't know if you've seen that, but we're trying to keep on top of everything. We're having a budget to do shopping with. And I normally put £100 a week away for shopping. And shopping today was 40 quid, £40. And no mushy peas.
Oh, good.
Stop dissing out.
Well, I went out shopping. I can
Today,
tell
the
you
loss.
now that our
Ooh.
grocery budget has literally doubled. It's costing us twice as much now.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
here.
That's why we before Christmas we literally went out and bought a load of stuff, and what we're going to invest in is a deep freezer, and we're going to put a lot of meats like that can stay frozen for a few months, maybe up to 6 months, and then use them as we go along. So yeah, that's what we're going to invest in. So long term, because our government's just gone crap. Anyone see CoinWorld today? He lost his daughter a couple of days ago. Oh man, that's
Who was that?
Robert.
Sorry.
We send our condolences to you and your family.
Well, CoinWorld, he did post a video today.
Thank you, babe.
You're welcome, my master.
I'm going out there and go and make me a dinner.
No, thank you, my master.
Oh,
You're
please hit it. I want to watch. I want to see that hand fly behind his head. I've waited so long. It's a new year.
She's where she belongs, in the kitchen.
Yes, that counts.
Do you know I didn't? Oh!
I've been waiting forever for this.
She went down and threw it and I got her good. Return fire. Ah, you missed.
Dale, I know what I will buy for you guys for next Christmas. I will buy both of you a Nerf gun.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
but the Nerf guns. Yeah, that would be good.
That would be the best live stream ever.
Really?
So and Dale fighting each other with Nerf guns.
Oh, about 3 or 4 years, actually maybe about 4 years ago. Where's that hat that Lee bought you with the sticky balls on it?
I'll send it to the charity shop.
Oh right, she had this hat right with all this Velcro on it, and Lee was throwing these balls at Zebazan. He goes, "Yeah, I'll throw it red as well." So these balls sticking up the red.
Sounds well.
You have to get closer, don't you? Oh, they're your gloves. I could give them to the dog.
I'm thinking the other thing.
She's going to give me a thump in a minute. You heard that?
I'm looking forward to it.
That counts. No, I didn't see that video from CoinWorld, to be honest.
Drinks here. All right.
Um,
I was gonna get a kick in the head, kick in the head, kick in the head. Darley's gonna get a kick in the head.
but we got some trivia tonight there, then, Skipper.
And get sent to bed. Naughty boy.
I'm not a naughty boy.
Naughty girl, then.
Not naughty girl.
I love these conversations.
If you had been the fly on the wall, you ought to see the conversations we have. Is actually quite funny. People must think that we must be the most dysfunctional couple in the world. We go around the shop arguing. We're only messing around. And she scared some kid in the shop. She was walking around going, "Oh," like that, right?
I was being a zombie.
Yeah, she was being a zombie in the shop.
Well, the kid was being a brat.
Yeah, I was always wondering why you guys never had a guest appearance in Little Britain.
Yeah, it's quite funny.
Oh, no. Kids.
I made
Sorry, I think they should be.
made everybody laugh in the aisle. Right, we was in another shop, right, and do you know you get these like ready meals, and so I picked up that bag and I goes, "Babe, do you like my new tie?" And it was like a Thai meal, and and of course she had these people who were like really upset. And like, course, they turn around and say, "Babe, I want to buy a new tie. Do you like it?" And everybody in the aisle just laughed their socks off because it was like people are so serious, aren't they, when they go shopping, all moody and everything, and smashing the trolleys everywhere. And I just
I think people in general are very unrelaxed these days. I don't know why. Nobody laughs anymore. Nobody takes a minute to talk to somebody anymore.
No,
It's crazy.
We was in a queue one day, and I got talking to this ex-army guy, didn't I? And he was going, "See these fingers here?" He was like that. "See these fingers here?" I went, "No." He goes, "Neither can I. I went to pick up a grenade, but what somebody didn't tell me is that they pulled the pin out and blew his fingers off." And we just started randomly talking, didn't we? Because this queue was taking so long. Then we just playing I Spy, weren't we? And everybody else was joining in the queue. Remember that? It was playing I Spy in Primark.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody else started joining in. I mean, you just got to have a bit of fun these days. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know why people are so serious all the time.
It doesn't
so
hurt.
serious.
It doesn't hurt to pass them and go, "Morning, hello. You know, how are you?" You know, if I've got a big bag of shopping, and someone's got a couple of things, I'll say, "You go first." You know, it doesn't bother me.
You know, the people I talk to are the disabled, because everybody treats them like they're invisible.
Exactly. They did that to my son once when he was like little. He's like, I think he was about 7 at the time. And he used to love pushing his wheelchair because obviously he can't walk, but when he's holding something, he can sort of like stumble a little bit, you know. And he was pushing his wheelchair. Obviously, I stood behind him, I was giving him a bit of momentum. And this woman walked straight into him, knocked him flying, because I was about to say something. And he goes, "No, Dad, don't worry about it. It's only because she hasn't got special legs like me." So I thought, fair play, you know what I mean? So I'll show you a picture of what I made him. I don't know if you've ever seen this Austrian stacker. I made him in his K-Walker. He had to do a project, and he had to do something about space. So I built a space capsule around his K-Walker.
Sorry, what is a K-Walker?
It's a frame because he's got cerebral palsy.
Okay, yeah.
So I've got to go right back. Gosh.
Yeah, but I can just confirm what you said. I mean, we are so politically correct that we just ignore handicapped people. And the other day I saw a lady on the street in a pushchair, and she had issues to cross the street, and I said, "May I help you?" And I just pushed her pushchair and helped her over the street, and she said, "Thank you." Said, because people are so afraid of offending me, yeah, and it's if they assume that I need help, yeah, so that nobody helps me anymore, and this is crazy. I mean, is this what we wanted to achieve?
See that little deed there, you know, saved her probably hours of time, you know, and fair play to you, seriously. No, they don't. There's my son now. That's my boy.
How old is he now?
He'll be 18 in
18,
May.
okay.
And that's in there, in the police cadets there, the mayor and everybody.
I like the cap.
Now where's
Yeah.
I got so many videos, they're all mixed up, so I got to. Yeah, he was 3 years old then. That's what I made him.
How cool is that?
And I couldn't find a spacesuit that would be like an astronaut, so I had to go and get a Star Wars Imperial Stormtrooper costume.
That's cool.
And that was him when he was born.
Wow.
Battered and bruised. Oh, there's a great picture here. There's me, my best friend, and my other best friend Kerry. And that's Matty there. That's the person who. Sorry, that's when he gave me his kidney.
Wow.
And that's my car behind there. That car done so many thousands of miles in a year. It's go everywhere. But yeah, that's I think that's the only picture I've got of that one.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Yeah, that's the only picture I got. He was 3. I thought he was actually older than that, but he was only 3 because it had to be. But when he was 7, that lady pushed into him because he was trying to get him strong on his legs. As you say, if you don't use it, you lose it, right?
Mm.
But he's independent as anything these days. He's cheeky as anything today, in a polite way.
I see Nick had to be rushed to the hospital again.
Oh man, we was actually talking about Nick earlier. See how he was.
Yeah, still got his snoz all packed up.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, Nick, we wish you the best, brother. Here's Timmy. Nice to see Timmy. So we doing some trivia then, Skipper?
Oh yeah, guess we can do some trivia if you like it. Trivia. Did you
And
want
we
to
will
start?
have to do it in Austrian.
I can tell you where the oldest restaurant in Europe is located.
Austria, Vienna.
Yeah. And I can tell you where the only beer swimming pool in the whole world is located.
Austria. And I can't remember the
Exactly.
town. You can
Yeah,
go
me either.
swimming.
But I know it's in Austria somewhere.
I can't remember the town.
Yeah, me either.
I'm going to give you a list of 10. Actually, I'm going to ask you to identify the favorite pizza toppings from 10 countries.
Okay.
And see if you can guess what they are. And the first one's going to be India. What do you think is the
Curry.
No.
Sure.
Banana.
A banana? Bleh.
I think it's going to be a lot of. They won't have cow. Definitely won't eat cow.
That's a
so
good
I
guess.
think it's going to be like a chicken.
Yeah, but chicken is not a topping.
Kind of thing.
Is chicken a topping?
Yeah, chicken's used on pizzas.
Yeah, but chicken is a topping. I mean, chicken is a major ingredient. It's a main ingredient.
It's all topping on a pizza, right?
Yeah, but then actually everything, also tomatoes, is a topping on a pizza, right?
That's right.
Ah, okay, good. I thought topping is the extras you put on it. Okay.
Okay. Favorite toppings for India:
Raisin.
minced mutton, and paneer, which is a form of cottage cheese.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the favorite toppings on Russian pizzas.
Potato.
No, that's going to be
Pineapple.
Onion.
no. They eat a lot of cheese in Russia and fish.
Zoe's right. One of the ingredients is onion.
Onion.
So one of them.
So I reckon it's going to be a fish of some kind, like anchovies.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. We'll stick with that because actually it's called makba. It's a combination of sardines, tuna, mackerel, salmon, and onions, and red herring.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
It sounds really good, actually.
Oh, here's one that Zoe should be able to get. The favorite topping for Brazil pizza.
Brazil.
They're going to have a lot of vegetables in Brazil.
But what's the favorite topping?
Dale, if
No,
you now
it's
say
not
green
Brazil.
peas, I know exactly on which homepage you are.
You're right. It is. It's green peas.
Yes, because I found the homepage you are referring to.
I got the book.
Okay.
You probably got the book.
Great.
It's got the menu.
Your next question will be Pakistan, right? And then Australia.
No, the next one is Japan.
Wait, Japan.
That's
Japan.
going to be noodles.
What is
Like-
it?
Salmon. I say salmon. No?
No, I reckon it's going to be like seaweedy kind of thing.
It's raw fish. That's 100% sure. It's raw fish.
It's gotta be in it.
It's actually eel, squid, and mayo jaga, which is a mixture of mayonnaise, potato, and bacon.
Do you know what? The mayo, potato, and bacon don't sound too bad.
Okay, let's look at France. Favorite toppings for a pizza.
Are we talking about pizza or are we talking about this French version of pizza?
Come on, it's French. It's France.
Then
What do
it's this. How is this? They have this strange. They have this strange cream. How is this called? This cream. This, how is it? They have this strange cream they put on everything. Yeah,
Well,
how
that's
is
sour
this?
cream.
I had that in Dieppe and it was disgusting.
Yeah. But they put this cream on literally everything. So it's this. I don't know how it is called, but it's this kind of cream.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It's bacon, onion, and fresh cream.
Yeah, exactly, fresh cream. Yeah. No, I have to travel to France frequently, so I mean, I appreciate and hate their cuisine at the same time. To be honest.
When he plopped that down in front of me in that little cafe, I just like ugh. Gave it to my buddy.
What our favourite topping is in Great Britain?
Haggis.
Haggis.
Grease.
Oh, jeez.
It's not really. It just comes with it. It's not an optional extra. It just comes. You can wring it out.
Okay. Favorite topping in Pakistan.
Curry.
Oh.
If India wasn't curry, then it's Pakistan.
Yeah, it's curry.
Yeah, I was sure about that.
Favorite
What type of
topping
curry,
in
though?
Australia.
Oh, that's a
kangaroo
difficult one.
meat.
That's a
But
difficult one.
Australia also has
Shrimps.
a strange cuisine, so it
I
must.
reckon a lot of barbecue food, like chicken, barbecue chicken, maybe
Pineapples,
onion, peppers.
all this stuff nobody else would like to eat.
Favorite one is shrimp, pineapple, and barbecue sauce.
Yeah, exactly. Barbecue sauce and pineapples. Yeah.
Costa Rica.
Oh, that's going to be fruit. A lot of fruity kind of stuff. like Caribbean type foods.
I honestly say I've never had a pizza with this on it.
Chocolate.
Nope.
Pineapple.
Nope.
No, it's going to be like if it's going
No.
Melon, maybe some melon.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
like ham and melon or something.
Favorite topping in Costa Rica is coconut.
Blah.
Oh, so he said coconut.
That's what I was thinking.
Ugh.
All right. Now this one is good. The favorite topping in the Netherlands.
Oh, go on, Austrian Stack. You should know this.
It must be tons of cheese because they
Yeah,
love
lots of
cheese
cheese.
and cheese.
I discovered this pizza in Amsterdam. It was bloody brilliant. Especially
Onion
after
and cheese, yeah.
After France. Blech. Netherlands, they know how to do pizza.
Go on.
They call it double Dutch.
That's onion and cheese, yeah.
Double onion.
Yeah.
Nick, they're saying in the chat, who is looking for oysters in someone said oysters. Babes in Thailand said who when looking at oysters and said yum. They look like giant snot. Pizza. It's intolerant.
Yeah.
Coconut says Nick is yuck.
And here's the last one. Favorite topping on a pizza in the United States.
Whatever it is, it's always extra because they always it's just good if it's called extra. So it must be extra cheese and extra mushrooms and extra ham and extra something. I'm 100% sure whatever it is extra.
Yeah, meatballs, cheese, maybe some barbecue.
Yeah, meatballs. Yeah, mushrooms. They love
sausage,
mushrooms.
Onions, you name it. They can probably whack it on there. Pepperoni.
It's describing the pizza I normally make at home almost. Pepperoni, mushrooms, sausage, green pepper, onion, and extra cheese.
Yeah, extra. I was sure about the extra.
That sounds like the New York pizza.
Did I ever tell you the story with the drink in Washington DC? We were thirsty. It was this year where you had 40 degrees in Washington DC, and was the first time that we visited Washington DC, my wife and I, and I needed to go to the restroom very, very urgently, and I told her, look, please get something to drink in the meanwhile. And there was a small cinema, and she went in, and then she came back with something. This was like, I don't know, like a 10-gallon canister or something, yeah. And I said, what the hell have you bought? She said, look, this is medium size here. It was like I think 3 liters or something. And the only thing they had was Coke, Fanta, and Sprite. This was the only thing they had. Yeah, no water, nothing, just Coke, Fanta, and Sprite. And medium was 3 liters. Yeah. So this is why I always make jokes about this extra.
Do you know what? When I first went to United States to go and see my brother, we went to McDonald's, and of course I bought a bit of British with me. You know, as you know, you come into Britain, you pay for everything. It doesn't matter. And of course, I was sat up there, and I had this big cup, which was again a medium. You know, it was like. Man, you can actually put your face in this bucket, all right, of liquid, you know, and they give you an empty cup and they filled it up. I filled mine up only like about that much because, you know, it took me about a week just to get it out of the cup, you know. And anyway, this girl comes round, I'm eating me fries, and she fills up my drink, and I goes, I ain't paying for that, love. I already paid for it once. And she goes, no, you don't have to. It's free.
Yeah, free refill, yeah.
I was like, well, why should people tell me the rules?
Okay. Oh, I just found something interesting here. Are you going to eat that? In
Right.
recent years, Hollywood has learned that people like watching others chow down on calf pancreas and camel spiders. I'd never eat a camel spider. Block. Even so, one person's offal is another person's delicacy. Here are some interesting foods enjoyed around the world. I would like to know how many here have ever tried any of these.
Right.
In Hawaii, poi.
No.
What's that? Poi?
Poi
How do
is
you
taro roots boiled to remove the calcium oxalate poison, the mashed to a muddy purple paste. To most non-Hawaiians, also tastes like muddy purple paste. And it's very popular in luau's.
I wonder if Sheldon's tasted that or Ace Surf tried that.
Maybe that's the reason why he didn't upload any new videos the last month, because he tried that.
How about in Alaska, Canada? I've actually had this. It's called muktuk.
What was that?
Muktuk.
So,
Muktuk, and not to be mistaken for mucklucks. It's muktuk.
yeah, what's that?
It's a whale blubber. Looks and feels in the mouth like densely packed cotton soaked in oil. It's attached to a thick piece of white of whale skin with the look and feel of worn tire tread. You cut off chunks of blubber and chew them for a long time. Your jaws are actually sore by the time you finish. They also use the whale blubber. They get the oils out of it. They light their lanterns with them.
Oh.
What do you mean, eh?
Hey, when you're up there, you eat anything you can get a hold of.
I listened to the textures, babe.
Yeah, the texture is like, oh. But, you know, it's what you grew up with, right? Hey, let's look at Britain and Ireland. How about black pudding? Anybody?
I do not like black pudding or white pudding.
Oh, yummy, yummy.
I knew she'd say that.
Well,
Like mushy peas.
Yummy. Black pudding with mushy peas is delicious.
I'm looking at Dale and he's like, Yeah,
I'll tell you what,
that don't know.
I'll tell you what, Skipper, one day, right, when we feel up to it, you cook some black pudding and some mushy peas, and I'll do it, and we'll do a taste test to show them on live.
Well, black pudding is made from pork blood?
It's congealed. Yeah, it's congealed pig blood. It's been cooked with, it's cooked with oatmeal and formed into a small disc.
Why would someone eat this?
It's a
It
hockey
doesn't take like blood. It's more like a thick, rich beef pound cake.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
very,
I
very,
eat beef
very,
pound
very
cake. Then
meaty.
why do you need pork blood?
I don't know.
It's delicious. It's a delicacy.
It's not a delicacy, babe. It's a lump of charred coal.
No, it's not. Charred coal.
What have you tried white pudding?
Yes, I had white pudding in Ireland. I had white pudding in Ireland because they have white pudding rather than
Black pudding.
They're both just
Neither. But yeah, we're
and we were
Because you weren't here, Alexander.
I had black pudding with. It was in a posh restaurant and it was a lot of money.
we could have gone down to the Greasy Thumb and got one better for that. For like 7 times less price.
But it was the experience, wasn't it?
It was the experience, all right, of yuck.
In Iberia and Latin America, they like chorizo. Have you ever anybody here tried chorizo?
Chorizo. That's a spicy sausage.
Yeah,
That's right.
You tried that, didn't you?
Yeah,
We even like this here in Austria. So the Spanish make very good chorizo.
Yeah, it's basically made with the lips, lymph nodes, and salivary glands of the pig. It's spicy and tasty, provides you don't mind dining on an immune system.
That be immune system as well.
Oh, I've had this too. I regret it ever since my mother decided to try it. We bought the stuff in a farmer's market. It's a something that's eaten in Mexico. It's called menudo, and basically it's cow stomach soup.
Oh,
Yeah, that's we also have this here on the countryside, but yeah.
Yeah, it's
Blah.
kind of like slimy, rubbery tripe strips and chunks in the soup.
Yeah, but you have to consider where this food
My
is
dad
coming
used
from.
to
I
eat
mean,
that
this
tripe.
comes from times where people had to use everything, yeah, because people
That's
were
right.
poor, and also in Austria. I mean, there are parts of a cow I would never eat, but on the countryside, people still eat this. I need to check the English word. How is this part of the cow called? Wait,
The
so
digestive system.
the
It should
udder.
be called like the offal side of things.
Is it called udder?
Offal.
No, the udder. It's the stomach.
No, not the stomach. The part where the cow gives the milk.
Yeah, the udders. The
Yeah,
udders.
those are udders.
Udders,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Oh.
so at the countryside, a lot of people still eat this. Yeah,
Yeah.
I cannot eat
It's
this.
good for hangovers.
My grandparents would eat. Well, I don't know. Obviously, I was only little at the time, so my dad, my mum, my grandparents would eat that sort of stuff. They would eat heart, cow's heart, tongue, brawn,
Yeah.
which is brains.
Yeah, tongue is. Ugh.
But you like tongue?
It is tripe, babes in Toyland. It is definitely tripe.
Yeah, tripe. All right.
Okay, well we're back in the United States. Let's talk Pennsylvania. Has anybody tried Scrapple?
Ah, I recall that. Scrapple.
Is that like what we would call bubble and squeak?
Similar, yeah. Actually, it is very similar. The Amish and Mennonites don't waste much, and pig butchers chop up leftover guts, cook them with cornmeal, then pour it all into brick-like molds to solidify.
Yeah, but this is originally, I think, from the Netherlands.
It is. It is.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, let's take a look at Sardinia. How about Casu Marzu?
That's got to be a lot of fish then. Something to do with fish.
Oh, you know what? I watched a documentary on this stuff, and it made me gag to watch it.
I have no idea what that is.
And it's made in Sardinia. Anybody here ever try it?
No.
I'm not seeing anybody. Yes, no. It's illegal in Italy to sell wormy cheese, so pragmatic citizens make their own by sticking a perfectly good round in the cupboard for a couple of months so flies can lay eggs on it. The larvae produce enzymes that break down the cheese into a tangy goo, which Sardinians dive into and enjoy, larvae and all.
Ooh. It's basically maggots.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is this a kind of delicacy that just exists, or are people really eating this?
Oh gosh, I've also seen this done too, because okay, I got a family member that's Filipino and they told me about this. They eat balut.
That's an insect.
No. Ever have balut?
No.
Anybody here try it? No, not seeing anything jumping in the chat. Well, if you ever get a hankering for soft-boiled duck or chicken embryos, some Filipinos think there's nothing finer, even though one must sometimes pick miniature feathers out of their teeth.
Do you have anything from European countries on your list?
Yeah, actually, I'm very familiar with this one because I actually know how to make this stuff. It's featured in a lot of these stinky fish challenges. The surströmming from Sweden.
Oh,
Yeah, well, this is it's disgusting.
The herring.
Absolutely hysterical to watch everybody do this. Now, I've not tried it yet, but I do know how to do it, and I'd be willing to try it.
Is that the one you put in water?
That's what I was telling you about. You have to. Don't open the can inside. You're a moron if you do that. You go about 10 meters away from your door.
And 10 meters underwater.
underwater. You open it up underwater. Then you can take a few pieces out and put it on a plate. Walk it back to a table outside your house. Then you scrape. You can scrape off the skin and all the innards that are in it, and the bones and whatnot. You can eat the bones too, but you don't have to. And you get the meaty part. And of course, in Sweden, they love their yogurt. So what they do is you chop up the fish, you mix it in with yogurt and potato, and you put it on a flat bread with some onion, roll it up and eat it that way. It's a delicate. They love it at Christmas. It's very salty though, very salty.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know any Swedish person who really loves it. I think they just do it for traditional reasons.
Yeah. So I get the. I was thinking. Well, I'll add that a little later on, but there's certain foods I would like to see made into put into a blender and made into a milkshake. And this is one of the foods I like to see done. And then add a little bit of durian in there too, and see who can actually eat it. Anyway, I'm just bad. Okay, how about Japan? Has anybody tried fugu?
Fugu, I've heard of that.
So have I. And you're risking your life by eating it.
Yeah,
how
that's
is this fish called? This
it's the puffer fish, isn't it?
It's the puffer fish.
Puffer fish, yeah, exactly.
You got to be. It kills about
If you break
300
any
people.
glands,
300 people die from eating this stuff.
Oh no, you have to have the chefs over there have to be like trained for like 3 years or something. And they keep away from the glands, from the poison glands. And if they split one, obviously a trained eye person would know if they split one, the whole thing have to be thrown away. But it's really expensive.
No way.
Now we're going into England. Have you ever tried jellied eels?
No, but when you go to London, that's basically where it mainly is sold is in London. You can have it with the gel, or you can have it without.
Why? Please tell me why. I mean, why?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's right up there with surströmming. I mean, it's pickled herring with a note of vinegar, salt, and pimento, all packed in a gelatin.
Yeah, I think the gelatin is to keep it fresh. I don't think you have to eat the jelly, the surrounding jelly. It's like a see-through jelly. It depends where you go and get it from, but I wouldn't try it. I wouldn't.
Did you ever think why some countries are famous for their cuisine and others aren't?
Hi, Rock Brother. Okay, we're into Scotland. We all know what this one is. Yes,
Haggis.
Yes, I love it.
It's
for breakfast. If you mix it with beans and egg, it's really good.
And it's even better if you drank enough Drambuie so you don't know what you're doing now.
I like pickled herring. Call me crazy, says Rock Butcher. Good evening and happy new year to you too. Tuffy Coins is here. Yes, it is sold in pubs mainly, but when you go to London, it's sold in individual shops. You have like certain like off the beaten path restaurants who specialize in it, and they do it much better as well. They do it because they're specialized in it, and it's cheaper. You're talking where you would go to a main restaurant, it's like 50 quid. You probably get it for like 3 quid, and have a meal with it. So it's something that I would go to. I wouldn't go to a restaurant, these fancy restaurants, because it's just not worth the money. I'm pretty sure you do that in your own countries as well. You don't go to the main expensive place. The off-beaten paths that rely on custom. So
yeah. Hey, how about East Central Africa? A dish called pombi.
Pambi?
Is that where they cook the stuff in the ground?
Oh, I've done that before, but no, I don't think it was this stuff.
Pombi.
I don't think you've had this because I don't think any of us have had this.
No, I don't think I've ever had any of this stuff, but the way they probably prepare it, maybe, I don't know.
Pombi. History shows that people will make alcohol from any ingredients available. That includes bananas mashed with one's bare feet and buried in a cask. The result is pombi, an East African form of beer. Banana foot flavored beer.
This is the reason why the Bavarians invented the law of purity.
Thank God.
So you're jam beer then.
Okay, Southeast Asia. This one we're all familiar with, and I'm sure some of you were crazy enough to try it, but I've seen enough of it. I'll never eat this stuff unless it's a challenge. Durian.
Durian. Sounds very familiar.
It should. Durian fruit is probably one of the most. It smells like cadaver.
Is that like the?
It's a football-sized fruit with spines, and has the weirdest contrast of flavors that you've ever tasted. It smells like unwashed socks, but tastes sweet.
Yeah, but it's very nutritious. This is the reason why they eat it.
Yeah, imagine eating vanilla pudding while trying not to inhale because the smell will knock you sick.
Yeah, they're saying it's like Taffy Coins and Christopher is saying a vomit fruit and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. That's I've watched enough Irish people try videos of them trying to eat durian, and it's funny. It really is.
Do you have Austria? Do you have Austria on your list?
No, not on my list because they have decent food, I guess.
Right.
Australia. You'll never guess which one they have for Australia because they're the only ones moronic enough to eat this stuff, and they love it. Vegemite.
It's got to be something like
He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich.
No, it's Vegemite.
Yeah.
Oh, Vegemite. Oh.
Yeast. It's made with yeast extract, and it it looks like a chocolate spread. It smells like B vitamins and tastes overwhelmingly salty. They love it on sandwiches or baked in meatloaf, and it goes well with cheese. I have actually had the occasion to open up a bottle of Vegemite, and I quickly put the lid back on. There's no way I'd eat that crap.
Okay, Vegemite or Marmite?
Marmite.
Now let's go back to our Swedes again. These Swedish, they just love weird shit. Sorry, weird stuff.
Look what I saw a few months ago. Look, Marmite spray.
Oh, yeah.
Right, that is deodorant. Marmite flavor.
That's insane.
That's wrong. This is simply wrong.
Marmite. This links.
This next one reminds me of mushy peas. It's from Sweden. It's called lutefisk.
Don't know.
It's
even
simply,
caviar. We even try.
It's simply fish boiled in lye. The lye gelatinizes the fish, but it's soaked. If it's soaked too long, the mixture starts turning into soap. The taste is actually fairly mild. The smell depends on the fish used. Reportedly, cod isn't the best choice. Yeah, can you imagine eating something that actually, if it sits too long, turns to soap? And fish and
You
and
can
fish
wash it down.
and soap that smells like fish would be pretty disgusting. You
No, I
wash it
wouldn't even go near that.
bait.
Would that be
Okay.
classed as a main course, or would that be just classed as like eat it as quick as you can?
I wouldn't even use that in the bathroom. Anyway, let's talk about Korea and their wonderful kimchi. Have you ever tried kimchi?
I've heard of kimchi. My brother's been to Korea a lot.
I
or
made
some-
the mistake
Monkey
of
brain or something.
Yeah, I tried it once and I will never do it again. I think that's what ruined my stomach. It's a cultural staple. This spicy dish of cabbage fermented with salt and pepper smells like garbage to many. Most people have less trouble with the taste than the aroma, but we do taste partly with our noses. Yes, I know we do. Yeah, I made the mistake of buying kimchi at Costco. And I said, oh, what the heck? I've got it. I might as well try it. No. No.
It's very good for you.
You tried it, didn't you?
It's very good for you. It's got lots and lots of health benefits.
But you have to be able to eat it.
It's getting past this is the problem.
Taffy says, great for the digestive system. That's right. It ate my stomach lining. It was so damn hot. Okay, I've tried this too up in Alaska. Stinkheads.
Dickheads.
Stinkheads.
Stinkheads.
That's my boss.
No wonder you can't show your face on screen.
Yeah.
That's got to be a fish staple, surely.
So, gentlemen, I think I will go to bed. It's already.
It's almost 12:30 where you are.
Yeah, it is almost 12:30.
Well, I admire the fact you had the stamina. I'd like to say, if you hoot the owls, you got to be able to fly with the eagles in the morning, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna sleep.
Yeah. Well, I'll leave you with this last one. Stinkheads are actually it's a native thing, and it's salmon heads that have spent the summer buried in the ground.
Yeah, I told you that's my boss. They dig him out after holiday season every year, and then.
Yeah, I like sourdough too, Taffy, but as long as it's mild. When it gets too much sour, it's ugh. So thank you very much for joining us, Austrian Stacker. You're always welcome, man.
Yeah, man.
No,
It's
thank
great
you. It
to
was
hear
really
you.
good fun. Thank you very much. Yeah, sorry. I wish I could join you more often, but I need my sleep.
We understand, man. We understand. You're a very busy person. Just look after yourself, and thank you for popping up with us, and wish you a great 2023, sir.
Yeah, same
Yep.
to you guys, and thank you very much for the good time and for the fun. And
Anytime.
stay safe and healthy the whole year, please.
We will,
You too.
promise. And good luck with the diet as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Not
Okay.
even that kimchi or anything. It's stinkheads.
Stinker. Okay. Good night, guys. Bye.
Good night.
Take care. Bye.
Yeah, Taffy, I'll probably be on another 30 minutes. Just Tracy has wandered off to the casino again. I just found it out. I gotta get her out of there before I become a pauper. Papau New Guinea.
Papau.
They have sago beetle grubs.
Right. Okay. So yeah, that's the we would call widgery grub, isn't it? They're quite big. They look like big maggots.
Yeah, they're apparently large. They consider these bugs delicious. Then again, many of the same folks eat a lot of sago pulp, the inside of a palm tree. After months of eating tree innards, perhaps one would relish a roasted bug.
The thing is, though, the protein on that must be absolutely amazing. It's like people they eat mealworms and stuff as well, if I remember rightly.
And the last one I have here is from the Horn of Africa, and I've heard of the stuff. It's illegal here in North America. It's called gat.
Is that from? Was that from rhinos?
No. It's a plant.
All right. Okay.
They chew the leaf to get a little bit of a buzz.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. It's like a stem. They got the leaves coming off, and they pick on it like that.
Yeah, you don't really chew it, but you kind of hold it in your cheek.
Yeah, they hold up there. That's right, and the sap, whatever it is, comes off, and it gives you a bit. Because when I worked in Honda, a lot of the African lads, they had some. They would take out their pocket, and they're allowed to eat it because it wasn't illegal, and it's what they use as a. It's like because when I was asked what it is, it's like a sweet to them.
Okay. Change of topic.
Okay.
Love is in the air.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a list of aphrodisiacs that some of them might even work.
Okay.
Chocolate. I hear women like chocolate over sex any day. I've heard that many times.
Oh yeah. That saves me a job.
Oysters.
But
Yes.
you like oysters, don't you?
No. Well, I'm guessing it would be.
It helps develop a strong libido.
A good sex drive.
It's stupid.
So I'm going to stop you from eating oysters.
Exercise.
Sorry?
Exercise is another thing you could use. So if you spend too much time sleeping in bed, it's no good. You got to get out and walk a bit.
Do you hear that?
I get up before you. You don't go until 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I walk outside.
Yeah. To the bin and you come back in again.
Oh, shut up.
Another one is ginseng.
Ginseng. What's that? I've heard of that.
It contains compounds known to improve circulation.
I think that's what you took down.
Come on.
Oh, here's one. Gosh. And think I used to drink 3 pots a day. Coffee.
Coffee is good and it's also bad. I'll tell you what coffee I do like is decaffeinated coffee. But I prefer tea over coffee.
Yeah. Caffeine is a stimulant, so it makes sense that a cup of Joe would get the heart racing and heighten one's sense of awareness. Oh, here's one. Chili peppers.
Don't know what that will do to you, but
and something called yohimbi. That's a herb made from the bark of a West African tree. May stiffen men.
it's a Viagra tree.
Impotency.
So it's a Viagra tree then.
It's a Viagra tree. Yes, Cialis. Okay, I think I'll leave that subject alone. Let's.
Chinese Rock Butcher says the Chinese think that anything in powdered form is an aphrodisiac. You might want to watch where you put your mouth after eating the chilies.
Yeah. Oh, here's That's interesting. Traditionally, different flowers have represented particular sentiments.
Yeah, they did that in the Victorian age.
Yeah, these are
Yeah.
some of the wide variety of interpretations.
Can I guess some?
Yeah, okay. I will give the name. You try and guess.
Okay. Can I just give a
Okay.
little bit of a backstory?
Yeah, go ahead.
In the Victorian age, like today, obviously men would go up to women and try and seduce a woman to get them to know him and all that. But a flower, whatever the flower color, meant something to the man. Like a yellow was that they didn't want to talk to you. A red, I think, was it's okay to talk to a person, like their name or whatever. A blue, I can't remember what the blue one was. Like she wasn't interested, or a white one. I may be wrong, but each color meant something to the male.
Okay. I think you're pretty close. So some of them here are flowers I've never heard of before. You might have. Have you ever heard of a jonquille?
No,
Jon.
I'm not very good with gardening, so
It means your affections. If you present a jonquille, your affections are returned.
okay.
A carnation, you're fascinating. I love you.
Yeah, so red coronation. Yeah, okay, makes sense.
A peony, I'm shy, but I like you a lot.
So that would probably be like a pink color.
Ivy, marriage, and fidelity are recognized.
That would be white, wouldn't it? So
Sweet pea, you give me lasting pleasure. A red rose, I love you.
yeah,
An iris, thank you or sending sympathy. A lily is you're a good friend. A sunflower is congratulations or thank you for everything. Rivera daisy is cheer up or thank you. And a tulip is happy housewarming or you're a great host.
that's my favorite. That's my favorite flower. My mum, that was a tulip. What's your mum's? She's a tulip as well, wasn't she?
I think so.
There's one with a blue bow, if I remember rightly.
I love bluebells.
I love these useless facts. Male lions are able to mate 50 or more times in a single day. Tell your husband.
Oh, sorry, what?
It says male lions are able to mate 50 or more times in a single day. Then it says tell your husband.
No wonder they're king of the jungle.
The first step on the moon was by astronaut Neil Armstrong, and
Yeah.
he used his left boot.
Yeah, when he jumped down.
A typical child laughs 26.67 times more per day than a typical adult. Who in the world is getting these stats?
I know, right?
Like, there's got to be someone out there counting multiple people and how many times they laugh in a day. My goodness.
Oh, we lost Skipper. Tuffy coins. I copied the link for you. My nan loved coronations. The purple flower that grows in the Gobi Desert near to the ground. The people swear that eating it raw is an aphrodisiac. I'd never try it though. Skipper's got overboard. Throw him a life raft. Well, I'm trying to get things sorted out for the memberships. So I'm going to be doing that over the next couple of days. And Skipper's fell off overboard. I know he's back, but I'm just winding him up at the moment.
Oh yeah, that was the missus telling me she wants me to pick her up at 5.
Oh, that's going to be in a minute then.
Yeah, it's not giving me a heck of a lot. It's 4:33. So if Taffy's going to come up, you better come up now because I'm going to pull pole here fairly quick.
He said it's okay. Oh no, he said that to EAC. He's tidying up. He's
always tidying up.
He says he's tidying up, but is he though?
Oh my gosh, it's not even late. You know, I woke up at 5:30 this morning, had myself a bowl of cereal, fell asleep. I woke up just before the live stream here. Actually, yeah, as you saw, I was busily trying to get myself awake, and now I'm ready to go to sleep. I think I'm part bear.
You'll probably wake up when you get to the casino and have a few goes on the old machines. Probably all together.
No, I haven't got any money. Are you kidding? This Christmas has freaking tapped me out. We're gonna even took all my Santa funds, cover all the costs, especially when I had
you've had some crazy Christmases over the last couple of years.
Yeah,
and it's about time you had a decent one. That must be some cereal. Canada is playing the US in the World Juniors Hockey starting soon. Semi-finals. Oh, cool. I'm going off down to the betting shop on Saturday with my friend Steve, and I've got my change ready to go. That's what I take with me. So
I am going to be at the Mayfield Dinner Theater. We're actually been one of our Christmas presents from Bill and Linda was a set of tickets for the Mayfield Dinner Theater live theater presentation of Las Vegas. And what's nice about it is, of course, it's got a 5-star buffet. I mean, it's absolutely fabulous. And you sit there and you watch the show from your seats, relaxing and just enjoying. Snoopy Doo. I haven't seen Snoopy Doo in like forever. Speaking of Vegas.
So I'll take it Snoopy Doo's from Vegas.
Yeah, I believe Snoopy Doo is a Vegas guy.
It'd be nice to visit there one day. You know what I mean? Just for the experience.
Well, you know, there's certain ways we can do this. Either we save up, go to the UK, or we save up and we all meet in Vegas. And I'll tell you, Vegas is fun. And I'm not just talking gambling. I'm talking the theaters, the restaurants, the sights, the sounds. It's the
sights and sounds and the architecture, the just general visiting. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Stay there a couple of nights, and then I suppose we can travel back up to Canada with you. I suppose.
Oh hell yeah, that would be a blast. Then take you up to Banff and Jasper and.
Zoe's already been to Jasper, hasn't you?
Has Zoe been to Jasper?
Yeah, so she's right near you, really.
Well, that's actually, you know, it's easier for us to get to Banff than Jasper.
I don't think so.
But yeah, she's been there as well.
Banff is a beautiful site. Did you go up? Did you go up on the oh gosh, what are the gondola?
I don't know. I wasn't there. So
What?
the gondola.
You can take the gondola up to the lookout and actually be standing right on top of the mountain.
Oh God, yeah, we did that, and that's where, yeah, in the bloody, yeah.
Where did you go when you went in the plane?
I think that was fun.
Oh,
They
Jeff,
had a light aircraft go around, didn't you?
And
To
we went
landed on
top
the
of
glacier, didn't you?
landed
did
on the
you?
plane.
Oh, that's cool. I did the
And-
helicopter at the Three Sisters.
And
Oh.
that's where Lynn decided to try and light up a cigarette.
And the pilot went mad at her.
What you doing? This is the purest plane, one of the purest places on earth. You can't do that.
Yeah, Snoopy Doo says, "I vote Vegas."
Do you know what we can probably do? If we can get a few people together and make it up and actually say, right, here's my plane ticket, be at a certain time, and like the next day, because obviously different time zones going to get their landing different times and everything, obviously, and just meet up.
I'd
And
like
then-
to be able to do a hot air balloon ride over the Grand Canyon.
Oh, Lauren wants to do that.
Oh, do you know what? I would love to do that. I'll do that with anybody.
I couldn't get my wife to do it, but I certainly would do it.
Well, I'll jump in there with you, Skip.
Tracy's a chicken shit. She doesn't like heights, so
Neither does Zoe.
they'd be in playing the slot machines or some bloody thing, or
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, we could. Well, because I'm an aircraft buff as well. I mean, my ideal holiday is just to sit in the terminal, get on any plane and fly, land, get on the next plane, fly, land, get on the next plane, fly. Don't matter where I was going.
you would like Hill Air Force Base.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah.
have the giant museum there, and it's all aircraft. It was like phenomenal.
I'm very lucky to fly in a lot of military aircraft in my younger days, and I probably did a lot more flights than a lot of the servicemen did.
See, Rock.
I mean, my cousin was in the Air Force for 6 years, and he only flew about 7 times.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to fly every weekend. So
I've flown in some very cool aircraft, but I have to admit the most fun I ever had were in the helicopters. Flying in a Chinook and having the ramp go down and jumping out the back into a snowdrift while it hovered like about 8 feet above the ground. That was a blast.
that is one of my favorite stories of you jumping out.
Man, that was fun.
just a cartoon cutout of Skipper.
Oh yeah, it's like I had 80 pounds of kit and about a 10-foot deep hole of snow to get out. And then of course there was the what else did I? It was not were they Kiowa? No, they weren't Kiowas. We had a helicopter squadron on the Mattawa that we got to go for a ride. They did combat runs with us, and that meant you were strapped in with open doors. All you had was that one seat belt, nothing over the harness, just across the belt. And you basically were looking out, and you could see the skid outside the back, and the wind was blowing past you. And they would go right surface level as fast as can be, and then they would go straight up like this and bank. And you're literally hanging out the side of the door, like wow! It was better than any carnival ride ever devised. If you were scared of heights, you would have died of shock. But it was literally a blast.
I mean, I've been up in a Gazelle helicopter, which is really noisy, old type army helicopter. That's pretty. I like that. It's nice top, isn't it?
Yeah.
Me and you, Mickey.
Yeah.
That's all right, isn't it? Pajamas.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! Snoopy Doo is trying to entice us to go. That's in March. I'm working the coin show up here in March. August 25th, 2020.
A bit. I have a bit.
Yeah, I don't think my wife would be able to get her passport by then. She needs her citizenship first.
Yeah, my problem is getting my medication. That's my issue. I have to obviously go through the doctors, and it's got to be posted to where I'm going to be staying. And then, I suppose what I could do, like if I was going to see Skipper, I can send, if he allows it, obviously, if it's an idea, and I go and say, Skipper, I'm going to come for you for say a couple of weeks, or whatever. Find out where I'm going to stay or whatever's going to happen, and have my medication sent to his address that's ready. Then I ain't got to go through passport control, where they detain it for so many days. It's straight from the hospital to, or what they will do, they'll get a prescription ready at a pharmacy there, so I can just go and grab it. That's just an idea, I suppose.
Or you could carry. Could you not get a doctor's note and have that when you go through
controlled, isn't it? It's controlled medication, so
exactly.
And it's got a date code on it. So because of the date of it, when I need to take it, I probably need it posted. So, and it saves a lot of red tape as well. So
yeah. Oh, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Or if you don't mind, I can just probably have it posted to your address, so it's there ready. Because it don't go to the pharmacy. Some of my medication, it literally comes straight to the door through courier. That's the only issue I have, and probably insurance. But I have to probably do insurance for the hospital because
yeah, especially the US.
I mean, I managed to get decent insurance cover. It cost me about 80 quid for like a week when I first went, which I thought was expensive. And I looked at it and I think, hang on a minute, if anything went wrong with me right now, that £80 is going to be a drop in the ocean compared to what it could be.
Oh yeah, the US bills, it's ridiculous down there. You do not get sick without insurance.
No, I know that's one thing you never do is travel without insurance, man. It's worth paying. If it's 500 quid, it's still worth paying for that.
Yeah,
peace of mind
instead of having a $200,000 bill.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah. See. This is my 5-minute call, guys. I'm gonna have to call the thing in 5 minutes.
Okay. And tomorrow we're doing Pay It Forward again. It's Treasure Trove tomorrow, so it's coins, collectibles again, and if you want to play the Play It Forward game, it's the second week of the year, and we got 2 people on the board already, and we're going to have to put our heads together, Skipper, and see what else we can more or less sort out. I'm sorting out the postage for everybody that I'm going to post off to, and got a couple of mail calls to go through as well from people.
Yeah. I got tappy coins out.
I got to sort your package out. That's going to be gone. Sheldon's going to be gone, and Doug Ardens is going to be sorted out tomorrow. So I'm busy tomorrow. That's sorted out. Hopefully all gone by the weekend. And I wanted to start fresh before Christmas, but obviously I couldn't walk for it's still a problem walking now. But at least I'm getting around. That's the main thing. I can walk a bit. So getting there.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping.
Busy, yeah. I can't wait. That's going to be my dream goal, is to come and see you and a few other people. Probably meet up with Marlon as well. Go and do some metal detecting. That'd be pretty interesting.
Absolutely. He's only a few minutes away from me, and you know, I do have a Spencer coming from the States. He's actually one of the guys from our Discord. Is spending from February 7th to the 9th with me.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, so he's coming up. He's actually been staying in Washington State here, not too far away. So promised I'll show him around and give him the treat to go to West Edmonton Mall and seeing what the coin shop is like there and run his legs
That's
off.
amazing. I have to get some of it. Obviously, so a bit of spends and get something from the West Edmonton coin store. And I really would like to see that antique store if it's still there, obviously.
He shut it down. He shut it
Oh.
down. Curiosity Incorporated's gone. He only has an online presence now. I guess it was costing him too much. But yeah, just out of the blue, just stopped it.
That was placed as a museum.
It was. I loved going in there, and I have run into him quite a few times over at Costco. But he built himself a bloody mansion here outside of town somewhere. He actually lived in my neighborhood, so now he's gone.
Speak to your Irish neighbours. That'd be pretty neat. But I like to come over when it's like Christmassy time, if that's all right with you. I don't know if you're going to be
Christmassy time.
Yeah,
you better be prepped.
Oh yes.
Because I'll tell you, it's quite a shock when you come out here and you're like, okay, what have I done? Well, it's okay. I've got a set of snowshoes in the back.
They're tennis shoes.
Tennis shoes wouldn't do it, buddy. You better have your mucklucks.
Wrap up warm. Put some heat around me. Just set me on fire, that'll do.
Yeah, you try to go from a warm house to a warm car to a warm building to a warm car to a warm house. You don't want to stay outside too long.
No.
Yeah. No kidding. All right, everybody. I'm going to call her quits. And thank you for staying with us. We've been live for almost 3 hours tonight. That's pretty good.
Do you know what? It only doesn't seem that long.
Because we have fun.
It is.
Chit chat.
It's always fun with you guys, and I appreciate every single one of you coming out to spend time with us. I really, really do.
Yeah.
And we both appreciate it. And whatever you're up to, have a safe day, safe time. I mean, Christopher Ty is absolutely awesome. I've been running his videos for him. And right now I'm doing the BBFM Lancaster Flypass RAF Lungford in Manga 2010. It's actually showing the Lancasters flying around. I wonder if they've actually still got Guy Gibson's Lancaster.
Good question. Yeah, Snoopy do. I absolutely looking forward to getting down that way too. I like getting down to Vegas in February, March, no later than April, because I don't like the heat. I went down there in June and I melted. It didn't work very well.
That's when I went and visited. My brother was in like February, March, because any other that it just been killer.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, I can handle 70 degrees Fahrenheit, but you start getting into 114, forget it.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So with that, have a good night, everybody. Thank you for swinging by, and we'll talk to you tomorrow on CoinWorld UK.
Bye, everybody.